Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham daily news and update show for Thursday, August 7th. Yes, it is Thursday, 48 hours away, kind of, from our start of the championship season, which is against Southampton. Sorry I'm late. I was just listening to the interview with Phil Parkinson they just had. About 10 minutes long, which is great. If you haven't listened to it yet, go and have a listen to it. There's a lot of good information there. Parkinson is in mid-season form already. You can tell he's focused. He's ready to go. But he did drop some bombs in there, positives, things that we're still working on. A couple injury updates we're going to talk about. And I'm going to, flat out say I'm so pumped up. I feel like it's Christmas morning before Christmas morning, and we're just ready to go. Now, Parkinson said, does he think the team where it needs to be? No, he doesn't think it's going to be. He doesn't think it's fully there. Ins and outs, we'll dive into that too. Want to get your thoughts. Want to get your comments in. I want to see who you think's still going to come in, and I want to see who you think's going to still go out. Because Parkinson mentioned that there's some players that didn't get game time last season. He mentioned Jacob Mendy's going to be one of them. Obviously, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. But who else do you think is going to be going out? And I think there's one player in there that's a little more fringier than I thought he would be. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, especially with the signings coming in. So anyways, thank you for coming in. Smash that like button. Share it out. We've had record numbers the last few weeks, which is great. It doesn't look like we're going to hit the 3,001 by the start of the season, but we are definitely getting closer and doing our thing. So that's all because of you and this fantastic community and following this awesome club globally, which is great. So that's what we do. Anyways, all right, let's dive into it. So 1 second. Of course, I start my show and text messages are coming in. And who do you think it is? Oh, it's not that. Okay. All right, cool. Anyway, so Phil Parkinson was just talking about the trip to Southampton, and he was talking about how the team isn't quite where it needs to be. He's very positive. He knows going up to step up into this league, how are the players going to do getting into it? We are still being linked to several players, and the business isn't done. So ready or not, here we come. We have a game on Saturday, but the team isn't quite where it needs to be. He talked about how difficult it's going to be going into the match against Southampton because after 3 or 4 weeks, you kind of see how teams are going to play. Obviously, Southampton have had some injuries. We have had some injuries, which we'll touch base on a little bit too. So how are we going to navigate that and blending in the new players? Yes, we're being linked to players like Nathan Broadhead, Koumas, Sivert Mannsverk are still swirling around there a little bit too. So I think that Parkinson knows that they're not quite there, but 48 hours out, he's been here before. He knows how this works, and especially going into a massive league like that. But I want to know what your starting lineup's going to be, and I also want to know who you think is going to go out. So please get in there too. But the transfer news is going to transfer news. We thought that the Broadhead thing would be done. It's obviously not done yet. So Parkinson has to go with what he has, what he knows. Talked about that last night. John's in the house too. What's up, dude? Champions elect John, right there. The champions elect are also in the house, and they start tomorrow. And are they ready for the game? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I always think about it this way. It's like even like going and doing this show, right? You have to push live to go live. And you have to just go out and do the show, shoot the rehearsal. So I would say on Saturday, we are basically shooting our rehearsal against Southampton. Everyone will expect us to lose. We're going away to Southampton, who just came down. But, I don't think Dibling's going to play because he's been linked to go to Brentford, to the Beast. They have some injuries. Yes. We also have some injuries. So you got to push, you got to step on the stage and you got to go, and you can't be scared. You got to embrace that fear and go do that. Looking at Parkinson, the players that he's brought in, most of them, the players that we brought in have leadership qualities. They've been there before. So some of the guys that have been with us the last few years, there's loyalty there and experience, there's loyalty experience in some players that are going in, like a Max, for example, a Brunt, AO. Those guys will be surrounded by the vets that are going to help out, and they're going to give them the confidence to do that. But you got to go out and you got to play. You got to go out and play that play. Let me see here real quick. Rumor is that Broadhead is due to start for Ipswich tomorrow night. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised for you guys. I would not be surprised. Nikki D's in the house. What's going on? Chicky's here. And Dewey says, at least Wrexham are still not in the National League. Well, Dewey, I mean, if you want to set that bar that low, I'm not. I'm looking for promotion this year. So I love you, brother, but, hey, I know you've been around a long time, but we got to move forward. We got to move forward. Stay on the journey. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, my friend? But so my concern right now is what Parkinson brought up was that he's not done with the squad, which we knew was going to happen. We knew we weren't going to get everyone in, hence the Broadhead stuff at one time. We knew that because they're open to the end of I think it's September 1st, that all the deals wouldn't be done. My major concern is some of the injuries. Now, the guy that we just brought in, and I'll actually. Yeah, I'll talk about this first, and then I'll go to the signings and things like that. Though George Thomason has a thigh injury. It's not serious, but we just brought him in. We haven't seen him. I actually have never seen him play or noticed watching him play. That's an injury that we need to look out for. You know, the thing with J-Rod and also Sam Smith. Sam Smith is back on the grass, but J-Rod looks to be, done. Parkinson mentioned done for a little bit. He will not be starting on Saturday for sure. And it looks like Sam Smith isn't going to start. He mentions like the two guys that we finished the season with aren't going to be the guys up front that we're going to start. So a concern of how is Parkinson going to navigate that for guys coming in that haven't played together. I think it's going to be Windass and Hardy up front, and Hardy over Moore, because Moore's just got into the team, and I think he's going to be that impact sub. So I think the injuries have adjusted some things, especially with the Rathbone thing happening. Rathbone going down, he's going to be out for several weeks. It looks like he injured his ankle. So these are all things that Parkinson, as a savvy vet in the league and how to manage, is going to have to navigate. But that said, it's not what the other teams that don't have to navigate either. We just need to be good on our day and go out and do our business. So got to keep up with that. You've got to keep up to what Parkinson kind of knows how to put a squad out that's going to be competitive. But it's not going to be our final squad. So the Thomason injury is not good. Not getting the Broadhead over the line just due to things that had happened in the last few days with Akbom and the injuries that they had. Probably slowed those things down. Maybe his dad, Broadhead's dad, got a little ahead of himself, but maybe he was just trying to put a little pressure on there too. So I'm sure he'll play tomorrow night. Broadhead will play tomorrow night, but that doesn't change the fact that Parkinson has to put out a competitive squad on Saturday, ready to go in a new league. I think personally, I can give you my lineup right now. I think this is what he's going to do. There's only like one or two changes that I would do in this lineup, but I think he's going to go AO in goal. He's going to put Mac on the left. He's going to have Brunt. He's going to have Scar. He's going to have Max. He's going to have Longman on the right. In the middle of the park, it's going to be Matty James, who I think is great. Matty James, Lewis O'Brien, Dobson, Windass, and he's going to go Hardy. I think that's going to be his 11. I think he's going to surround him. He's going to surround some of the old guard with some of the new guard. And not to say that that won't work out. I think Cody should be back in the starting lineup in the middle back there, but I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think Parkinson's going to make huge 11 changes like that. He's going to try to blend it together. Also talked about being on the tour, about the jet lag, doing business while we were down there. Weren't able to really get a cohesive team together because of injuries and the travel and everything. I actually think listen, it was great to go down under. I know they got back early enough. I don't think from a footballing standpoint, it was good for the team. From a footballing standpoint, in my opinion, I think it was great for the global brand. I think it was great for everyone down under to go see the club in person and watch them, especially some of our community members here. But I don't think, I don't think it was actually good for the football side of things. I like that we did get business done, but in hindsight, I'm like, maybe that wasn't that great. But anyways, Aaron's having a conniption in the chat there too. He said, if Scar is our starting center half, we're going to get relegated. He's going to start. I think he's going to start Scar the start of the season. I'm not saying that I would do that. I'm saying that's what he's going to be doing. And Free Pug says, when did we expect Smith to be ready? We don't know. He did play 60 minutes the other day. So he did play 60 minutes, but I'm sure he's not full match fit for 90. He's not going to go 6 to midnight. So expect him to be on the bench. Expect more to be on the bench. That's what I think. But that's my starting lineup, what I think is going to happen. That's my starting lineup. I think Parkinson's going to go. I'm not going to say he's going to park the bus, and we'll talk about that. Remember, by the way, Tactical Fortitude. Kickoff show today, Tactical Fortitude at 3:00. Make sure you get that. Support that show. It's going to be awesome. Aaron, Victor, and Ken's going to try to navigate that one. And good luck to Ken. And by the way, Ken's also going to be navigating the Ring and Rant. Ken's got 2 new shows this year. Ken's got 2 new shows on the Local Pundit. He's got Ring and Rant, Appetite for Discussion on Sunday. We're going to own fucking Sunday for the call-in show. And he's got new Tactical Fortitude show. God bless him. And then Patty's doing a watch along tomorrow. Wow, all this stuff coming up on that bombshell. Jesus, Patty's got to do the watch along too, which is a lot of fun. Anyways, back to Wrexham. I think Parkinson has a lot of decisions to be made. I think Parkinson has a lot of decisions to be made, but I think the moving target that he has with the squad, I think he's going to do okay with it. So if we go there, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win. I don't care what anyone says. Get on me. I don't give a shit. I predict a 2-1 win. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my prediction show, which I never do. Happy birthday to Nikki D. What's up, dude? Happy birthday to you, my friend. 21 again. Well, happy birthday, brother. Tactical Fortitude is the battle of the slides. Yes, Dewey, it is. Yes, Dewey, it is. Leap and Sarah, sorry. Thank you for that super chat for Nikki D. Get it in there. That is so helpful for the channel. We have so many shows. We have so many things we're going to be doing this year. And the community is actually awesome in commuting. There you go. Nikki D, $5 super chat for his own birthday to thank himself. Absolute legend. Absolute legends right there. Nikki D and Leap and Sarah. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. But 21 again, my friend. And everyone's saying happy birthday to him. So happy birthday. Enjoy yourself, man. It's your day. Enjoy it. August 7th. There you go. You all will laugh about O'Connell, but forget Parkinson started over Scar all season until he was injured. Aaron, dude, stop. You are in stage 1 denial about O'Connell. Aaron, O'Connell, no way. If O'Connell starts, we're getting relegated. Jesus, you have a whole show to talk about how shitty O'Connell is going to be if he starts, and Scar. But O'Connell's not the answer. It's going to be Cody. It will be Cody. But you have a love fest with O'Connell and hatred for Scar. And by the way, I'll put this to you, Aaron. If O'Connell was there for the last 3 games of the season, 3 or 4 games of the season, we might not have gone well. So we needed Scar at the back. Scar is a better player, hands down. Over. That's it. That's it. That's my say. And Aaron will get me back later on. Trust me. He knows what's up. That's a good point. Why is Aaron here and should be creating 3D models for his tactical masterclass later? Absolutely. Aaron, is O'Connell fast enough to play? No, he's not. He's not. Focus. Back to this. Okay. Parkinson also had a couple of things talking about a number of deals. Let's talk about that. Talk about a number of deals on the transfer market. We are linked with several other players at this point. Like I mentioned earlier, the Broadhead, Koumas, and Mannsverk, and also Portilla, which I think has kind of went dead. Those things, if they happen to the next few weeks, will be good. It also means the player is going to go out. Number 1 player I think is still going to come in is going to be Broadhead. Mannsverk, that was rumored the other day, didn't go through. Oh, shoot. That didn't go through. And then the Koumas deal, I kind of don't understand it yet. I kind of don't understand it yet. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. Whether it's going to happen, I don't know. The one I'm very confident will be Broadhead. But that's being said, that if those get over the line, great. That's 3 more players. I still think we need a center half. I still think we need a center half. But let's take out the players who are going to go. And Parkinson's very gracious that he said some of the players that haven't played last season needed time last season, and they're looking for time this season, and they're very helpful to do so. They're not trying to hold players hostage here and keeping them on the team for whatever, and we have to make up the numbers. I think the players that might be in jeopardy right now, and I say jeopardy should go out, top of my mind, I think Mendy's one. That's an obvious one. Jacob Mendy's going to go. Okay. 2, Ollie Palmer's going to go to either Wimbledon or he's going to go, I think, or MK Dons. I think it's Wimbledon. That's 2 right there. So that saga will end. Okay. 3, the other player I think might be in danger is Jack Marriott. I think I just said is Jack Marriott. I like Jack Marriott a lot. I think he has a lot of qualities about him that I really like. But I think Jack Marriott might be one that might be going out the door. I have no inside information, but just the way that we're signing forwards and how we're going about, I think Jack Marriott might be one that might say that a gaffer, hey, I want to go play some football, and he might want to get out the door. What do you think about that? Those are the 3 that Mo Faal too. I think Mo Faal. What? Okay, is this news? Mo Faal was the other one I wanted to say too. Mo Faal has gone to Port Vale. Okay. Do we have that? Where is that? Someone, let me just look. Oh, touching buttons here. I mean, Rob Ryan Red are, they're obviously reporters, but I don't know. if that is going to happen. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, hey, breaking news here on the Local Pundit. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony, who I told you this is going to be a great show. They're always the best show of your life. There he is. We're delighted to announce the loan signing of striker Mo Faal, who becomes our 8th new addition of the summer, subject to international clearance. And there is Mo Faal signing for Port Vale. Gee, there it is. Right there. What did that just break right there? 30 minutes ago. Awesome. That is Mo Faal. That is a good signing for them. We played Port Vale, what, 2 or 3 times last season? I think he actually played against Port Vale at the Stoke Koumas. Wow. I thought that's why you went live. No, I didn't know. I was working, my friend. Okay, we're delighted to announce the loan signing of striker Mo Faal, who becomes the 8th new addition of the summer, subject to international clearance. The 22-year-old joins the Sky Bet Championship from Sky Bet Championship side, AFC, Wrexham AFC, for the duration of the 25-26 campaign, having played and scored against the Valiants in last year's JBD Cup. He's 6'5", and he started his career at West Bromwich Albion. Made 14 appearances for Wrexham to date, scoring. First team manager Darren Moore, who I do like as a manager. We're really pleased to add Mo to the group. He's a promising young player with strong attributes who will provide another great option for us up top, along with all of the players, coaching staff here. Well, that is great news. That is great news. And who do they play on the first game of the season? They're playing Cardiff City in 1 hour and 27 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well, breaking news here on the Local Pundit. There you go. Mo Faal is a Valiant. Mo Faal's out the door. Okay. No Mo. Good luck to Mo Faal. So that settles that other one out too for me. Mo Faal leaves on loan, clearing out space. He would have counted to our 25. That one snuck up on me. But I agree with you, Slarf. That is a great fit for Fall. That is a great fit for Fall. Yeah, and I thought that's why you went live. We were going live anyways. I just didn't know the Mo Faal thing happened. And, that's what I was concentrating on, setting up for this and working a little bit. International clearances wouldn't come through in time for Mo to play tonight. They're right. I don't think he'll play tonight. No, I think that's late. He literally is signing right there. Great move for Mo. Mo was one of the guys that I said Jack Marriott. I was saying Jack Marriott, and Mo Faal is going to be next. And then somebody put it in the chat. But thanks for the heads up, everybody. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. Palmer's never leaving. Okay. Port Vale do play Cardiff. Yep, they're playing in an hour and a half. And I want to go back to the Jack thing. A free pug says Jack won't get playing time if he stays, or at least I don't think so. I think Jack might be the next one out the door. Him or Palmer. Now, what does that bring us down to? I don't think he'll go right now. Our numbers might be limited due to J-Rod being injured, but Windass is going to take up that role. I think Windass is a shoe-in starter. And Aaron, to your point, I think Cody's a shoe-in starter, but I just don't think he's going to do it. I just don't think he's going to do it for the start of the season. And then Cody will get that. One. But who we have? We have, on the books that I think is going to play, Hardy, Smith, Windass, Moore, Marriott, J-Rod. That's 7. That's 7 up top right now. We got to clear some space. That's just too much. That's just too much. And by the way, the squad numbers were announced too. I don't think anyone took 9. Just do this right here. Yeah, we just do this right here. So, Mo's not there anymore. These guys, these are youngsters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 more. Yeah, we got 7. There's still going to be a clear out here, and he's not going to play. I don't think Jack's going to go right now, but I think Jack by the end of the window could go. And then Palmer, I think he might be. I think he's going to go at some point. I just don't know what'll happen. I hope Mo Faal massively improves and comes back. Yeah, he has some quality about him. I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea because he has that. I say the Berbatov about him. But I hope he does do well down there. He'll score goals down there at Port Vale. He will score goals. I don't think it's going to be tonight, but he'll score goals. He would have needed to be signed no later than 12 p.m. yesterday to play tonight at the earliest. Yes, so he's not going to play. 9 and 10 aren't available yet. 9 isn't, and 10 should be because he's gone. Yeah, 10 should be available soon. And Liz says, you don't think if he plays well that he might get another loan or a higher league to come back? Let's talk about that. As if they gave Palmer the number 9 shirt. Yes, agreed. Jack probably leaves this window. Yeah, just not right now. But we have a game to play. On Saturday, Parkinson's got a game to play. And he's getting his side together. He's got to put a team out. I think what's the bench now? 7? Is the bench 7 or 5? What are the rules? Anyone know the rules? I don't know. The bench is either 7 or 5. I'm not sure. But the fact that we're still doing business, the fact that Parkinson said that okay, this is a good sign too, by the way, for us. Sorry, I'm just totally doing this here. Done deal. Has returned to second season alone at Napoli. Okay, that's pretty good for us. For us, maybe to get Broadhead. I think the Broadhead stuff will get done. But like I said, Parkinson has to put a team out on Saturday, no matter what. They're doing business on the other side. In fact, I'm watching. They're talking about the promotions right here on the Galazzo network, and I think he's going to do. I think he's going to do what Parkinson does. I think he's going to go there. I don't want to say not to lose, not to get carved open on the first day of the season and get everyone. He knows what he's getting himself into. Again, I think he's in mid-season form already. I think the boys going to be ready. I like our signings and I like our bench. I think we're going to need to take the game in 20 minutes at a time. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. See how it goes. And let's hope we can come out with a W. And you know what? I support Wrexham. So me saying I want to win the game isn't fucking crazy. Sorry. Just going to say it. 9 substitutes on the bench. That's a lot. That's good. And 5 subs, which is great. Thanks, Aaron. And 20 minutes late, time for 2 times speed to Josh to catch up. Yes, I'm talking fast today too, myself. Free Pugs says, I have to decide to stay up or wake up for the game. Big decisions all around. Free Pugs, you and me both. I'm going to go to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning myself. 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to be up at 3:15 or so. Get ready, get some caffeine in. Boom, ready to go on a Saturday. So pumped. I'm actually so pumped for it. I can't even tell you. I'm also a little bit nervous too. A little bit nervous. Hey, look who this guy is. Look at that. Hey, there he is. That's on the Galazzo show. I've seen that guy before. I don't know what he's saying because it's muted. Let me see. Oh, why is this? Hold on. What's Wayne saying? Wayne Jones on pitch meme. Okay. What's going on here? Why can't I hear him? Oh, this is how you ruin a show. But I do want to hear what he has to say. Wayne Jones. Who would have thunk it on the Galazzo network talking about Wrexham? All right, I screwed that up. Anyway, all right. So keep an eye out. Have your bells on because if anything happens later on today, we'll be on it. But we do have the 3 o'clock show, the Tactical Fortitude show. Oh, there we go. Of course, it turns on now. Jesus Christ. There we go. Tactical Fortitude shows on later. Tomorrow, a live watch along too. Probably a Wrexham Breakfast Club show tomorrow. And then Saturday, the lineup looks like this. Game day build up an hour. Special hour before. It is going to be Ken and Aaron building up. Live watch along with me at 4:30 in the morning. And then I think we'll be doing Wrexham reaction as much this year. We'll see how that goes. And then I think we'll do Rextra time at some point, but I think there's another watch along on Saturday too. Then Sunday is Champ Chat and also Ring and Rant Appetite for a discussion show. Awesome stuff. It's going to be crazy. Ollie Palmer is like luggage. He'll be here for life. Jesus, Steve Barton. And awesome for the super chat. Steve, I'll text you later to let you know what that thing comes through. And John's going to go. Sea Lord, 4:30 a.m. match. Start time is going to be rough, but I'll be there with y'all. I'll probably gonna do the iFollow route this year. Hope it works better for me too. And put Palmer in the shop selling shirts. Ollie Palmer is holding out for the role in the next Deadpool. It probably is. And happy birthday, Nick. Yes, happy birthday, Nick. I'll get everyone out of here. Thanks for coming in. Smash that like button. Share it out. Great to see everybody. And on that bombshell, we'll see you.